verse is divine. Words inspire with perfect time, nurtured right. Them man there be learning lines, rehearsing lines. Trust me, far from certified. Acting while you sleep, I'm working nights. I want all the ups to feel like that Jurgen guy on Merseyside.
Yes, people. Big up everybody that's locked in. Like and subscribe, all of that on your way into the stream. Big up everybody that's in here already. Apologies for the lateness, but we are also just late in general. But it is what it is. You guys have come to expect that from this channel, so we move. Big up everybody that's locked in. Let me know your thoughts going into the most pointless game of the season as Chelsea face Dinamo Zagreb. We're already through. We're already group winners. I think Zagreb are already out. Let me just check the table quickly. Even though I don't even know what the fucking point is because we're already through, but we move. I just want to know if this game even has some sort of competitive nature about it or not. No, they're bottom. They're rock bottom, and I'm guessing their head-to-head record of Salzburg isn't good enough anyway. A draw probably takes Milan through and keeps Salzburg at third, unless Zagreb get a result at the bridge. Okay, so there's a bit of a game to be had tomorrow, but not for us. Not for us. We'll talk about these Trossard links. I was very surprised to hear we could go in for him in January. And yeah, big up everybody that's locked in. Also, we will be doing the lottery in a couple minutes. We've got all the names in the hat right here. So once we get a few more people locked in, we'll do the away kit lottery. And straight after that, we're going to be doing the third kit lottery from the Dinamo Zagreb review video for the rest of the month. We're going to be doing a third kit lottery. So same rules applies as usual. Any super chats from today will go into that third kit lottery as well. But yeah, keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out. Big up everybody that's locked in. What's everyone saying? Welcome back, Big Ron from Amsterdam. Very jealous. Hope you enjoyed it. What do you say? It was cool. I have a high tolerance level, but found some nice spud. Well, you will do in Amsterdam. Hash is the one, though. Damn fucking right. Rainbow belts and peanut butter, bruv. Alright, they got some new flavors over there. Say less, say less. Yeah, we should do. I might reload that for after the World Cup. It's gonna be a bit dead doing it before then. Actually, tell a lie. I need content. I might do that during the World Cup. Accelerate says Lewis on time challenge impossible. Big facts. Big fucking facts. But we move. Okay, saying there's so many players to buy around Europe. Yeah, but Trossard's a good signing for us. Very good signing for us. He's a good presser, good dribbler, fits Potter's style of play, can play as a wing back, can play as a winger. I think he'd be a great option for us. And would be cheap too. At the worst, he would be a great squad player to have. As of right now, probably starts, but we move. Kazi says this game is vital, bruv. You're damn fucking right. Just be good to see some youth players get some experience, I guess. I swear if we lose to Dinamo and Potter up. Bro, if we lose to Dinamo, I won't even give a shit. I promise you I won't care. It will be a bit embarrassing, but fuck, we got harder games coming up for me to give a shit about this dead rubber match that doesn't even mean anything to us. Like, we'd have to play like dog shit for me to be pissed in the review. We'd have to play like shit. Big up, Lewis. Not going to lie, I don't give a fuck about this game. I'm dreading Arsenal fans trolling us after beating us 7-0. We are not losing 7-0 to Arsenal. Go into any game shook, but don't go into Arsenal shook. Please, let's have some standards. I know they are kind of top of the league and all of that, but we could still knock them off their perch if we get a win on Sunday. Let's think of it like that. There's no reason to go running scared of these shadow dwellers. Whatever happens is whatever happens. Arpan says, imagine Zakaria not signs tomorrow. He might not, because I'm hearing if he plays for Chelsea, he can't go back to Juve in January. So if Chelsea already want to let him go in January, he might not start, because that's what I've heard at the very least. Where did that even come from? Let me check. I saw, oh no, that's my old account. Fuck off. I read that he can't play any minutes for us, or he can't get sent back. But I'm just trying to find out who the source is. I think it was Matt Law. No, it was Nizarkin Salah. If Zakaria plays tomorrow, then he can't join another club in January. It locks him into being either a Chelsea player or a Juventus player for the rest of the season. Oh, then that's not that deep. Maybe he could still play for us then, because we could still send him back. Okay, fuck that. I'm chatting shit. Yeah, he could start. And now I'd be very surprised if he didn't start. I thought it was a case where if we start him, we can't send him back. We can send him back. So, yeah, he'll start. He should definitely start. If he doesn't start tomorrow, he might as well just go back to Italy. He might as well. Koulibaly wants to... I saw this, and fair enough. Like, I think you need to have that mentality as a player at that sort of level. You have to still believe you can compete for those sorts of trophies. I don't think we're winning the league or even coming close to it, but it's good to see that they have that sort of mentality. It is good to see. I'm not going to take the piss out of that. You'd rather players aspire for that shit, even if you don't think they're capable of it. If they're sitting there saying, well, you just want to finish in the top 4, it's okay. No. Like, I still wouldn't like hearing that. Even if I don't really have the faith in the squad to do it, I like hearing that sort of stuff from Koulibaly. So I'm not going to take the piss out of it. I'm not. I'd rather more players have that sort of mentality. We'll do a predicted 11, but we'll probably get it wrong, and it will just be everybody that doesn't start. So whoever doesn't start, expect them to start. Simple as that. Simple as that. Big up Supreme. Texas Blue says UCL group stage win gets 2.8 mil. So I could see 4 to 5 starters play tomorrow. Aren't we guaranteed group winners anyway? Yeah, we are guaranteed group winners. We're 3 points off Milan, and we've got a better head-to-head record than them. So yeah, that doesn't matter. We could still rotate. We're not dropping off top spot. So we're fine now. We're fine. Apparently Amari Hutchinson can't play because he's not in the A team or the B team that's meant to be on standby in case there's big injuries. So I don't think Amari Hutchinson will play. Chukwuemeka could play. Broja, Zakaria, I don't know, Webster, Chilwell. Anyone who hasn't started regularly. That's what I've been saying. He has an appearance. Yeah, but that'll only lock him to Chelsea or Juve. It still means he can get sent back. 150. You know what? Perfect time to do the lottery. Again, guys, hit the like button, subscribe, and anyone who's done a super chat over the last month, you guys are in here. So let's see who's won a free Chelsea away kit. Gonna do a little twist, by the way, so you guys know I'm not picking anyone at random. Blind pick. Cameron Weeks, big up yourself, my guy. You've just won a Chelsea away kit. DM me, Insta, Twitter. You can use my email, anything like that. But yeah, you've just won a Chelsea away kit. So big up yourself, my guy. Yeah. DM me wherever you can DM me and let me know your address and we'll send that over to you, my guy. Big up yourself and congratulations. And for anyone who didn't win, there is another lottery next month. We're going to be doing the third kit lottery as soon as the shirt arrives. We're going to get into that. And yeah, that will run till the end of November. We're always doing giveaways on this channel, courtesy of Jerseys FC. The link down in the description below. And if you guys just want to buy the kit yourselves, it is at a very affordable price. And use the code CarefreeLewisG to get 20% off. But Cameron, big up yourself, my guy. DM me. You've won a Chelsea away kit. Big up yourself. What else is everybody saying? Big up Lewis. It was my more. Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday, Deals. Everyone, give Deals a happy birthday in the comments section. Big up yourself, my guy. You're my age. My age. I thought you were a bit older still, but big up yourself. Big up yourself. Chelsea gonna sign everyone that scored against it. I wouldn't use that for Trossard though, because we were linked with him before the Brighton game. Do you guys think we go for Trossard in January, by the way? Because from what I was reading from Simon Phillips, he's saying Chelsea's interest in Trossard hasn't faded. In fact, it's grown. Surprise after the game. The sources told me again this week that the club are weighing up an offer to sign Trossard in January. He was converted from a winger to a wing-back under Potter and has thrived in his new role. Has also been linked with Newcastle and Arsenal, but there is more of a possibility of him joining Chelsea due to his history of Graham Potter and the fact that he'd fit in with his style of play, all of that shit. The fact that he has a short contract is appealing to Chelsea, and the club believe they can get him in January for a good fee, but Brighton do also have the option to extend for another year. Trossard has been rumoured to have said he would want to join Chelsea if the opportunity arises, but wouldn't settle for a role on the bench. The biggest surprise to me with this, though, was January. I thought we'd wait for his contract to expire, but I also didn't know that Brighton had the opportunity to extend. So I was going for January. Makes a bit more sense now we talk about it. I'm down for it. I think Chelsea are trying to do something similar to the Nkunku deal where they pay a little bit more just to confirm the transfer early. And I think Trossard would be a great addition to the squad. Let me know what you guys are saying. Would you guys bring him in January? Would you guys rather wait till the summer? What are you guys saying? Because likely Ziyech is leaving either in January or in the summer. And he'd be the one that would make way for Trossard in this move. But let me know what you guys are saying anyway. And hit the like button. Hit the like button too, people. We've only got 38 likes. And that is a horrific conversion rate. So hit the like button, please. Third kit is cold. One thing we can agree on, bro. One thing you can agree on. Lewis, how about you doing a stream with Johnny, Tony, and Big Steve? I'd be down for it. I'd be down for it. All great people. Damn, I didn't win the shirt. Need a new rag to clean my mirror with. Man, fuck you, bruv. You didn't even drop a super chat, but here's what it is. Big up yourself. Big up. Bro, we 24 as well. Mad. Fucking mad. Big up yourself, Frosted Myth. Who'd we get? Yeah, Ziyech is the one that will be going. Ziyech would be the one that would be going. No, it's not a case of just getting Brighton players for a living. The only ones that we've been linked with are Caicedo and Trossard. We haven't been linked with anybody else. And you're going to tell me they wouldn't be good additions to our squad? Because they would. They really would. Let me see what Graham Potter's saying in his press conference as well. I know that's going on right now, but shit, I ain't watching that. It's the most pointless game of the season. I don't care about the press conference personally. Just tell me who's fit and who's not. Brozier's in the press conference with Potter, so he's obviously going to be starting. And I'm guessing Potter hasn't come out for the press conference yet. Cool. Joey said, prefer... we could get both. Trossard would be a cheap deal. It would be nowhere near as much as Leao would cost. So you could get both. You could get both. Isn't Trossard another... What? Is Trossard another Sterling? No chance. We're still talking about Sterling like he's Werner. I don't get it, bruv. He has been shit the last few games, but... Yo, we know Sterling's quality. We know Sterling's quality. I'm going to drop one to enter the draw this one. Drop it, bro. You never know. You might have a chance of winning. You might... Remember, 4 lottery tickets is a tenner. 2 lottery tickets is a $5. So just do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Deal says, is Kepa injured? Potter will explain more in the press conference, but... I think if it was a deep injury or something, we'd know more about it by now. It has been a Saturday to Tuesday cutoff. That's about 2-3 days. It's enough time for us to hear some sort of update. Yeah, we're taking everything that's good from Brian. Maybe that's why I kind of understand their reception to Graham Potter and Cucurella, because we really are gutting them for everything. We're taking their recruitment, we're taking their backroom staff, and we're taking their best players. But still, hold that. The game is the game. The game stinks. if you're not a top 6 side. So is what it is. Let me know who you guys want to see start tomorrow. Who do you guys want to see start? Because I think other than that, there wasn't really any other topics. I saw some stuff about Jorginho and Kante's contracts, but it's the same old shit anyway. Let me get up it. Let me get up. Okay, so Matt Law said the only way Kante gets close to what he wants would be to accept some sort of heavily incentivized deal, which I wouldn't be against. I wouldn't be against. Because at the very least, it'll probably be a pay-as-you-play contract or some shit like that. And at least that's all dependent on his minutes. Because my biggest problem is the fact he won't play a lot of minutes. Matt Law continues saying, I don't think Chelsea will make a huge straight offer. They'll make offers, but it'll be incentivized. Yep. I think they'll make Jorginho an offer. They've talked around figures for him. Figures he will feel is too low. There will be conversations with both players in December. And Chelsea will know the direction of travel come January. Offers will be made to both from other clubs. Jorginho still sounds more realistic. Figures he will feel is too low. That just raises a question of what he wants in terms of his new contract. If it's a 30k increase or something like that, I'm not really against it. If he's asking for some craziness, like a 50k increase, then I'd understand Chelsea telling him no. But other than that, there isn't really anything. So let me know you guys' thoughts on that. Let me know you guys' thoughts. Chelsea go from Mudryk from Shakhtar, good quality player and levels above Chobit. I've heard of this guy. I remember seeing a comp of his like a month or two ago. Looked good, but again, I'm only judging off a comp. And you can make anyone look good on a comp. Do you rate the kid from Napoli? The weird name. You're talking about Kvaratskhelia, I think. I think that's how you pronounce it. I probably got that one wrong. But yeah, he looks like a fucking baller. He looks fucking crazy, bruv. But I don't know his contract situation or anything like that. I don't know how realistic the transfer would be. Have to see. Judge him by the end of the season because he looks really good right now. But this has been his breakout season. Need to see if he can show the consistency. Start Retirino. Who the fuck's Retirino? He probably means Jorginho with that. Clap cheeks, my idol, Mount, rim job, and Zorro. Graham Poulis is tapped anyway, so the lineup doesn't matter. All of these names that you're calling Potter tapped. Seek help, my friend. Seek immediate help. Immediate help. What else? I think Jorginho might sign. I heard Kante was linked with Barca, not Jorginho. I haven't really heard any clubs come in for him. I know he wants to go back to Italy at some point, but I haven't heard of any clubs coming in for Jorginho yet. I've heard PSG and Barcelona for Kante. That's about it. Yeah, Metalface. Nah, Kante wants the same terms. And he wants like a 3+1 year deal or some bullshit like that. So, yeah. It's not all that meets the eye, innit? So we move. Any updates from Graham Potter on the press conference? Or is he just fucking late? Still nothing. Yeah, Napoli forgot Napoli are a fucking ball ache. Do you remember how many years we spent trying to get Koulibaly? We've been linked with that guy since 2017. And every year we tried to go for him, the Laurinaitis just made it a fucking nightmare. So, yeah, you know what? Maybe it's just not worth the ball ache. Oh, so it was Jorginho. Yeah, prick, bro. Can we all agree that Chilwell's better than Cucurella? No. I don't really think he is, personally, in terms of my opinion on the two players. I think people are acting very harsh towards Cucurella just off the last few games. And yeah, he hasn't played well. He's just come off tonsillitis. Lost a lot of weight. Isn't match sharp. and can barely even get rest to recuperate because of all of our defensive injuries. Like, I wouldn't really get at Cucurella too much. And Chilwell, I think, is quality anyway. Like, this is not a slight on Chilwell, but Chilwell needs some time to get back to full strength after that ACL injury. I think it will take a season. And I don't think he's going to look up to standards until then. Now, that obviously doesn't mean sell Chilwell, he's washed. None of that. I'm not saying anything like that. But just give Chilwell a bit of time to get back to his best, because I don't think he's there yet. I really don't. Daniel says, I got some questions for you. Well, we'll be sending the link out in a little bit. Bro, Compatimo Verda scam me big. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't sell myself based off comps. Cucurella in centre-back is not it. I thought he was good at centre-back until the last few games. Like, before the Villa game, did Cucurella have a bad performance? Because I would really like to know that. Tonsillia's coming on now. Was he? I really don't think so. Before the Villa game, did he have any terrible performances that I'm just forgetting? Because I really don't think so. I think he's looked fine for us before then. Actually, yeah, Leeds, to be fair. But Leeds, everybody was shit. It's not one of those where I'd be like, you were fucking terrible and you were single-handedly costing us the game. Southampton, shit, did he start the Southampton game? Let me have a quick look. Because I don't remember him standing out for anything in that game either. Yeah, he did start. I don't remember Cucurella being terrible in the Southampton game. Hey, maybe I'm wrong. But like, I think Cucurella's been fine before the Villa game. But hey, I guess we're gonna be discussing this in a second. So no worries. It'll be interesting to debate this. Him in left wing back is blessed. When he was playing left centre back, he was getting cooked. I remember him playing the Wolves game, and he was really good there. Did he play any other games at left centre back? Let me have a look. No, Salzburg, I think Chilwell played. No, it was Sterling. No, he played left centre back against Salzburg. Don't think he played badly in that game. Palace. No, that was Chilwell. I remember Chilwell wasn't too great in that game either. I tell a lie, he was good in the Salzburg game, but there was a big defensive collapse between Silva, Jorginho, Aspi, and Cucurella at the start. So, like, you could hold him accountable for that too. He didn't play either of the Milan matches, and then it's the Villa game. Did he play the West Ham match? Yeah, he played centre. He played centre mid. We played him centre mid against West Ham. What the fuck? Shit, we just thrown him around everywhere. Big up Charlie saying, my G Lewis, smash the likes. Big up yourself, bro. Big up. Who's Daniel getting out in the comments? Oh my gosh. Big up Shaq as well. Big up yourself, bro. Yeah, like, I really didn't think Cucurella's been that bad this season before the Villa game, but maybe I'm wrong. No one else is saying anything in the comments. Let me just send the link out. Right, hit the like button while I'm sending the link out to everybody. And yeah, let's get into it. Just hope I can send the shit quickly, because it's always fucking awkward doing this. Oh, all right, cool. I think that is everybody. Yes, Fata. What are you telling me, bro? Oh, you got a new setup. Love to see.
What are you on about? It's the same setup, man. Like yesterday, isn't it?
Is it? Oh yeah. From another side, I forgot you're in a different room to
Bro,
usual.
I'll say this, yeah. I couldn't care less what the game tomorrow, innit? Like, I'm just there for a vibe, innit?
Oh, what? You're traveling up as well?
Well, what, are you traveling up as well then? Are you on the Don W watch
You?
along?
No, I'm going. Well, I'm local, but you travel a bit, so I'm
Yeah,
surprised you're coming to that one.
there for travel.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't have blamed you if you didn't go because the game is fucking pointless.
Nah, come on, man. I'll come, man. I gotta meet someone over there, innit? So
You gotta meet someone. I say less, bro. So what's your thoughts on the Zagreb game anyway? Who do you want to see start?
I would like to see Chukwuemeka start in that midfield. As much as I wanted that bad, but yeah, I like to see Chukwuemeka start. I don't know. I feel like Kovacic is going to be arrested for Sunday. Loftus-Cheek. You might see Loftus-Cheek as well. So I would rest Silva. I don't know if Koulibaly's back. Is he back yet or not?
I'm still trying to get notes from this press conference. Let me check Absolute Chelsea one more time.
Yeah, let me check that one out. So, hey,
Right.
go in. If we lose tomorrow, I couldn't give a fuck. Literally, like, we already qualify. We cannot be overtaken by AC.
Here we go. Right, so Kepa won't be available. Looking at days, not for the game tomorrow. Kovacic just precautionary with his half. With his calf. Got a chance. We'll make a decision later on. Koulibaly will play providing there's no reaction. He's available. Okay, so Kepa's gone. Kovacic is a maybe. Koulibaly is a maybe. James, Fofana, and Kante out. I still wouldn't play Kovacic just off that.
I would not play Kovacic for tomorrow. I don't care.
Even Koulibaly, I'd rotate if we had to.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can do. I big up Sadiq, my guy. Yo, if you want a link, give me a shout, bro.
I think that's one thing that I saw this. The what's it called? He's the guy from the academy. Apparently, he's training today with Bettinelli. I forgot his name. Lewis something. But yeah, one of the academy goalkeepers apparently training with the first team.
They ain't gonna start. It'll be Mendy. I think everywhere else just rotate wherever we can, but like this one, you gotta give Mendy a start.
I would start Broja up front. I would start him.
Yeah, Broja, Ziyech, maybe Pulisic.
Yeah.
Whoever wouldn't start the Arsenal game, I guess. Midfield, I guess you go Gallagher, Chukwuemeka, Zakaria.
Oh yeah.
God knows who you throw on the right. On the left, I'd say Chilwell because I think Cucurella started the last game. Yeah, and back three. Who'd you even play in a back three? Because Silva obviously should be rested.
I think Aspie in the play.
Aspie, Chalobah, maybe Koulibaly.
Then you put Chilwell in the left back as well.
Yeah, Chilwell left wing back, and I guess Mendy in goal. I think that would be the 11. Daniel, what are you saying, bro? What are you telling me?
What's up, man? They killed Takeoff, man. So, it's a sad thing. They killed Takeoff. You know what Takeoff is?
Oh, shit. Yeah, sorry. My mind was completely
rest in peace. Yes, I'm a little, man. It's a little weird, but I'm good, man, And I second what for Tur said earlier. Really don't give a shit about this game. Honestly. Don't care.
Big up Panel, big up Lewis.
I mean, I want every youth player possible to play. Big up Ibs. Any youth player possible, play them. Who gives a shit? Get ready for the actual game that matters, which is the Sunday game
Arsenal
that we cannot lose. We can't cannot lose. We have to win. Literally have to win. So on this game,
I don't give a shit about this one. I'd rotate wherever we can, but I think there's some areas where we still have to play our full 11.
All right, take, man.
Don't really care about it, to be honest.
Hear that? Ibs, what's your thoughts on the most pointless game of the season?
It's again, just a bit of pride, man, Lewis. Just to see if we can have a bit of pride and better what the performance, at least show some intention in this game. So the Sunday game, we can build off that. The game against Brighton, we were way off. Again, my expectations all season has been low. People will be saying, "Oh, I don't know why it's been low," but it's been low because I don't feel we're good enough anyway. But at least show a bit of more pride, play for the shirt. Don't like if I feel they did it. The players didn't help Graham Potter as well as he probably messed up the lineups. But the players that don't, like Scott said yesterday, it's like the first sign of adversity, they just fold. They don't know how to, pick themselves up and be men. Like yo, it's not that deep. You go down the goal and get stuck in, grind it out. So I want to see passion. I want to see playing for the badge, man. Not just I'm let's pick up a paycheck.
You want to see?
Are you sure you want to see passion?
Who's the takeoff?
He's part of the Amigos.
Part of the Amigos.
Answer all at once, so I will understand from the time.
He's a rapper.
You know the Migos is?
Who?
The Migos. You know what the Migos are?
My friend was saying something about.
You live on the south.
Quavo,
Offset, Quavo, Migos.
He's a rapper. He's a rapper. He died.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Demographic. Don't even worry about it, man. I know you don't listen to that type of shit. That's cool.
No, just that should be a start. He's a rapper.
I can't lie. But I might set up for the back tomorrow. I won't start with the back three.
My God, you're taking compliments deep, man. We said that you look good in this hat, so now he does. Are you sleeping in it?
Yeah, I respect that, man.
No, it's not. No. I'm saying like you still look good. You still look good, Fatou. Yeah, seriously.
I'll wear this tomorrow. Don't worry.
Start Timo Werner by order of the Peaky fucking blinders, bro.
By order of the fucking Peaky blinders.
I never got into that TV show.
I started. I need to get back into it. I stopped around
about it. It's good. A lot of my mates are raving on about it. I'm on Boardwalk Empire at the moment. Boardwalk Empire. That's what I'm watching right now.
That's pretty good, actually. That's
yeah.
I like HBO series.
Yeah, HBO. Yeah.
Watching that Peaky Blinders. That's why he got that hat, huh? Nigga, Peaky Blinders be wearing that shit all the time. What kind of hat is this?
Sorry, Alex, sorry to go off topic. Alex, you seen Boardwalk then?
Yes.
Oh, is it good then? It's worth it, yeah? All right, cool. That's it. I'm in it now.
Daniel, we were speaking on the comment section earlier. Cucurella, you think he's been poor this season?
Yeah, man. Listen, man. The hair tricked me. You know, when he came in, he had the hair
tricked me.
It was a lot of energy. It was the hair was bouncing. I was like, oh, this guy is about to. Oh my god! But 1v1, he's cash money. Like literally 1v1. Anybody who I've seen go against him has done him in. That's done him in.
Which player are you talking about?
Him beating players 1v1.
No.
Which player are you talking about?
Cucurella. No, Cucurella on a what? Like the one thing that still really shows in this game is his passing. His passing is is good. When he actually gets the ball, he's good at passing. Now everything else in football, where it's just like his positioning, his tracking the runners.
He's not good at taking players on.
1v1. Nah, he can't dribble, man. Come on, man.
No, I don't know.
I thought, especially in the
first
driving,
he's good at.
He looks really good at it.
He's a combination player. 1-2. He makes the runs in behind. He finds his winger or his center mid, makes a run, blah, blah, blah. But if you expect him to play wing back and beat players 1v1, he's not going to do it. That's not in this game.
No, he actually reminds me more of Ashley Cole. He doesn't do wing back, but when he overlaps.
1v1. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're like Ashley Cole, your 1v1 needs to be.
He actually really, really good at overlapping. But
yeah, he is.
But I don't know. We don't use that play.
Alex, that's the problem again. He's a left back. When he has a winger,
yeah. He's a left back. He's not a wing back. Yeah, that's
fine with. And he has a center back next to him, right? That can cover him if balls go in behind. He'll play better because, like you said, the Ashley Cole shit. Nobody on earth would ever, no manager on earth will go into a game tactically and say, "I'm going to target Ashley Cole." It's pointless. You're wasting your fucking time. Right?
I think
the manager said I went in and I targeted Cucurella. He said that.
Watch
Cucurella
manager.
and Chalobah.
You said that?
The Zerbi, he said their entire game plan was to target Chalobah and Cucurella. He said that after the game.
Shit, I need to check. I didn't even know that.
Well, that explains a lot. That he would not have done that if we had the proper wingbacks.
Yeah,
Probably targeted that side, knowing that
And he
that
wouldn't have
would probably
targeted-
be weak.
No. You
know what it
no.
is?
It doesn't matter
my
which
fear
one.
is-
on that time.
My fear is the quality on the 1v1 shit, right? Because it doesn't matter where Reece James is playing. You're not going to target Reece James, even if he's right center back, because you can't. You're not going to beat him 1v1. It's going to be a problem for you, right? And even when Aspie was in the best of his game, he was our best 1v1 player when he was
But
playing.
Cucurella played center back.
No, but Aspie was playing right center back too, with Moses in front of him. But 1v1,
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. You're right what you're saying, but that's not what I was saying. That Cucurella, he targeted Cucurella not because Cucurella weak link is that only. He targeted Cucurella because of the wing backs we had.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, he wanted Sully Munch, whatever his name is, 1v1 against Cucurella every time. Now, what I've noticed,
It's Solly March.
Solly March was getting it in,
I said
bro.
Munch, Ice Spice. Ice Spice got to me, so I said Munch instead of March. But same shit, nigga.
Same shit, man. Same shit. Tomato, bro.
Yeah, man, same shit. But here's the whole thing. From what I've watched of Cucurella, he's a very aggressive player, right?
Mhm.
And to be a very aggressive player and jump into tackles, like the moment Munch got the ball, if he had a center back behind him or that he knew could cover him, he's sprinting at him. He's challenging him because that's the way he plays. Now, if you're playing left center back, you can't do that. You have to be a lot more, because if you rush in and you lose the ball, clean on goal, right? So every time he's defending him, he's backing up, he's trying to, and the guy just still skins him anyway because he doesn't know tactically he doesn't know what he's supposed to do in that role.
I think if we Daniel, I think that there's what's his name, the number one Denzo. Sterling left him exposed way too many times, and that's not only thing. My surprise was when he subbed him instead of leave him on the field as the left back. Not what's his name. You see what I'm saying? When he subbed him, I think he did the wrong thing by subbing him. I think he should when we went for back four, he should have kept him as a left back versus Chilwell.
Also, it could be that his first time back, the entire crowd is booing him. He's having a terrible game. When you're already.
Oh yeah. I forgot we played at Brighton. I forgot
exactly. It might just be. You know what? He's just take him off, right? Like
yeah.
He's getting cooked. And
I actually not a fan of players go to the X teams and start from the start, unless if it's Aubameyang. Like when you're mistreated.
Yeah,
that will give you a drive. Not Cucurella.
But not in this day.
I think it depends on the player.
Yeah. It depends on the player.
I feel like the mentality of players in this day is a lot weaker than it was previously. Because previously, Adebayo couldn't wait to play Arsenal. I can't wait. I'm gonna score and run the entire field.
Hey, that brother there.
I used to love that. Like, I'm playing my team. I'm getting ready to score in this game. When
I remember Gallagher too. I remember Gallagher too when he was.
When KDB plays us, he has he has some kind of, and he said it before.
Yeah.
In the interview, he just gets motivated. Like, I want to crush these guys because they let me go.
I can imagine. He was young when he left us, so that type of that you could call trauma. It's like he always want to get back at us just for what that happened. That could never leave. I don't think he'll ever leave him.
He does.
He always want to. Even Salah as well. Probably Salah as well. Has that same feeling as well.
Let's be real, man. That guy kills us every time, man. Every time we play Man City, KDB somehow, some way has a great game, except for that final where Kante.
Would you be surprised if we get Inter Milan and Lukaku scores? Would he celebrate?
Thankfully, he wouldn't play against us, but
But I know, but would you be surprised if he would celebrate?
Of course, he would celebrate. Look at him.
He will celebrate. That cocksucker will celebrate, man.
Big facts.
That's the thing. Aubameyang versus Arsenal, I'm expecting a goal. Oh, you know what? I'm expecting his best game.
I tell you the truth, I never understood that. I celebrate no matter how, like, even if Hazard comes back like after 20 years and scored the goals against Chelsea. I don't understand that, like, subconscious rule. No, I'm scoring.
I think it's just gestures for the sake of gestures. Again.
I don't
to
care.
Me, like,
yeah, exactly.
As long as they don't celebrate like towards
like,
the Chelsea fans,
no, like David Luiz, like David Luiz.
Not even Luiz. Like Luiz ran to the PSG fans. I don't really mind that. He didn't celebrate to try and get a react. If you celebrate in front of like your old fans, fair enough. If you go to celebrate with
versus
your fans,
that was the mental, man.
Yeah,
that was mental.
Like Luiz
was mental.
That was one of my favorite moments in the English Premier League. That one.
Bro, it was the pictures afterwards because like every new face was just an even funnier.
You know what? Oh, you know what? Other things. If you remember, Fernando Torres' goal against Barcelona, and when he knee slide, you can see in the background the Spanish guys with.
Yeah, that's like
that
was the mental pictures that I still think every time we play Barcelona.
Torres was like Drogba v Arsenal to Barcelona. He always scored against them. Always.
Even when he came back to Atletico after us, he still
he banged another double against them.
He did.
Some players just have that sort of motivation for certain teams. It's like fucking I don't know. Callum Robinson against
Let me ask you, let's come back into the Cucurella. And who has a better left foot crossing inside the box?
I think
Chilwell or Cucurella?
I said Chilwell.
I think it's Cucurella.
I don't know because
I think for me it's Cucurella.
Yeah, because Chilwell's decision making has not been good this season for me.
Cucurella's passing looks better. I'll be real. It's like it's crisp, it's fast, whatever.
I think Cucurella has a better.
I think
cross and passes are two different breeds, Daniel.
I'll be real. Chilwell, you see that cross? Like Chilwell in the box. I trust him. Let me just put it this way: I trust him.
Yeah, Chilwell in front in the box better. He reminds me a little bit of Zhirkov. Those dribbles that runs between the players that reminds me of Zhirkov. But the problem is he's one of those players that dribbles with not low gravity, but he picks his body up and he's not sustained. Cucurella is opposite. He kind of like forces, drives through. For me, as the left back,
is not as good. Like
Cucurella's ball control is not as good as Chilwell.
Isn't sticking like I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. But the passes in the box, I think Cucurella is better. Chilwell has a better shot. That's given. But Cucurella has the passes.
Overall, maybe because I haven't seen Cucurella enough in left wing back or going forward to like genuinely say, but I trust Chilwell in those areas a lot more.
As a wing back, yeah.
Like just in and around the box. I don't know. He has that chip pass that he always finds in the far post. He has a crazy shot on him. And
happy birthday, bro!
Big up, my bro.
Really good. You know what I mean? So
big up, Dills.
Big up IBZ, my bro.
You know what I mean?
Damn, you can let a helicopter on that visor, man. That thing is huge, man.
So this is the deals that's been hitting on Mount, huh? Damn, bro. It's crazy.
What?
I'm fucking with you.
No, I don't. Listen, with Mason Mount, yeah. The thing with Mason Mount, yeah, he only turns up at certain games, like all the rest of the players.
Let's not go there, man. I just want to peace for one day.
I was gonna say,
I tried to pull it back. I said I was joking.
But he's better than Kai Havertz. Let's get that.
I'm better than Kai Havertz.
He's better than Kai Havertz.
No, you're fucking not.
I am, man. In my head, I am.
As long as you can stay on your feet after a 50-50, you're better than Havertz.
In my head,
you know, everybody has a player of themselves in their head, right? Like their own.
Yeah.
If they had all their
abilities,
I'm better than Havertz.
I had all my ability.
I'll be better than Nicholas Bentner.
Man, 2012, 2011, I scored 15 goals, man. Under 16.
Yeah, and then I had a knee injury.
Come on, Daniel, stop trolling, man.
I scored 15 goals. What do you want?
I could have made that at Chelsea, then I fucked my ankle.
I could have.
We all could have.
Lewis,
Lewis.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
cannot
what
even
position-
fucking
what
start to
position-
stream
what
on
position
time.
do you
You
play?
that lazy that you that not
Yeah,
organized.
you don't have dedication
Shut
to
the
do
fuck
football,
up. You
bro.
could have
Come
been
on,
a
but-
player, man.
I've
You
lost my
could never be.
motivation, bro.
You could never be a professional player.
You haven't seen my motivation when I was in the training ground at Cobham, busting my ass off every single day. My
tell him,
problem is
Lewis.
I overdid it and I fucked my
You
ankle.
tell him.
Yeah, I.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is
yeah.
what it is, man.
You cannot
I've
freaking
tried
be
to get over
disciplined
it
to
through-
start to stream on time. You're gonna be disciplined. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you don't know what my discipline was like 5 years ago,
Oh,
bro.
Probably
It's
worse
a
than
second-
now. You're older now.
Oh,
on,
5
man.
years ago.
you lose the
Motivation
discipline
to
because of
5
what?
a.m. every day and go on 5-kilometer runs, or to just start a stream.
Yo, I love
Oh.
somebody in the comment. They said Alonso wasn't even bad, in my opinion. He just couldn't defend. He just couldn't defend. His number one
Yeah.
job. He just couldn't do it.
His number one
I
job.
was,
his
I was going to
position,
say,
and
so,
the
so you're telling me
defender
because
was good.
a defender couldn't defend, he was not
He's not
bad.
that bad.
Just couldn't
You know what it is? It's the goals. It's the
Well,
goals that
when
he
hold
scored
on a
that
second,
Saturday.
hold on a
Find it
second,
out, bro.
hold
Find
on
my
a second.
brain
But
cells.
when we're talking about Jorginho and his title is DM, oh, but that's not it. Exactly. I could have been a professional footballer. My ass.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'll let Lewis slide, man. I'll let him slide. Only because he's my guy. But listen, man. Listen, we're finished.
Sorry, my internet fucked up, man.
We're done, man. Like, listen, as a club, I thought about this long ago. I think we're finished, man. Let's be real. Because
We're not finished. We're not
Nah,
finished.
bro. We're not finished, bro.
We're not
Listen,
finished.
We're finished
We've got,
with what?
we've got
You
unfinished
have to
business
clarify-
to do, man.
You have
We've
to
got unfinished
clarify
business.
finish is
listen,
what.
listen. Let me just tell you what. We're gonna trick this in Cuckoo guy. He's done. He's finished. We already signed him. So when we don't make top 4 this year, he has no choice. He still has to come. These other guys, we're not gonna get them because I generally don't think we're making top 4. I don't think we're making top 4 this year. Man. So a lot of people they want Frankie De Jong. I wanted him to. You know, they want a lot of different players.
Plead the fifth
Not
until
getting
I
these
see
guys,
the
man.
after January transfer window.
I was already worried about top 4 before the
You're not
season
getting these
started.
guys,
but I'm
man.
just gonna
Finish.
judge it as the
No, no,
game
no. I'm
I
not
think
saying
top 4 is
these
going to
guys
be.
will
I
ever
think
get-
top 4.
You see why I asked?
I think top
All
4.
my days.
Top 4.
I think
yeah.
the only
what?
player
Yes,
we're
sir.
going to be able to trick
Listen.
is Nkunku because he, you
It
know,
depends on the.
trying to
It
sign.
depends on the January.
I don't
window.
think
I
Nkunku
don't even
comes
think
in
that's
January.
happening.
That's number
Bro,
one.
I don't even think that happens, period. Like,
Nah, we're gonna get him.
No.
I don't think that
We
happens.
get in Cuckoo. We're not getting him in January. We signed him in January, but he stays for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, because of the Champions League. His
Even-
team's in the Champions League.
Even
I
if it's
just feel,
even if it's
what
not
certainty
Championship
can we
League,
give him?
Germany does not gonna let him go in January. I don't care about the forwards. I want midfielders, and if we get midfielders, we get in top 4.
I still
Yeah,
think we're
okay.
getting top 4
I heard
anyway,
that.
but I
Good
kind of
good
agree with
midfielder.
Daniel.
Yeah, I still think
getting
we
them.
get in top
Not
4.
getting them.
Newcastle,
I can't agree with
Newcastle will
Daniel.
drop points and Tottenham will drop points.
Not
I
getting
don't see
no
them staying there.
midfielders, bro.
I don't
Like,
see them staying there. They won't stay there. We will take their place, one of their places.
deals.
No.
I used to feel that way, but then I'm looking at the lay of the land, right, and the fact that I genuinely feel like Kovacic is probably done for this season. I'll be real with you. We have like 2 more games before the World Cup, or 3 more games, is it? And
Yeah,
then
but
once those games,
we got a game in hand. We got a game in hand. We got 2
no,
games
I'm
in
saying
hand.
once those games hit, we are 1 center mid less. We now have Kante less too, and for Kante and Georgie, January, you're gonna hear rumor after rumor after rumor about them leaving. It's gonna be questions. It's gonna fuck up a lot of shit, just like it did last year.
Do you think we're signing anybody in January, Daniel?
I think
If we
will,
get,
but
if we
I
get,
gen-
if we
I-
get
How many
directors of
Daniels
football
are
in
here?
place, yeah.
I honestly think it's going to be Alvarez, and I think he's trash. I'm sorry.
Just off this season, or
I-
just
I-
in general? Did you
No,
have
no,
that
no.
thought?
What
I
it is
actually,
that worries me about Alvarez is he gets his tackles, right? But he seems like his timing is just a little bit slow. Like he has to stretch to get everything. He has to, like
he's
just
recovering. He's
he's
recovering
just
tackle
matching up with
player.
the pace of that league, right?
He's
Now,
not reading. He's not reading. He's recovering.
Exactly. He's
problem.
not reading his recovering, and he's just recovering.
I saw
Now,
it
you
too.
go
I
to the
saw it
Premier
too. But
League, with this-
Daniel, I
with
saw it
this level
too.
of
But I can
pace,
play it.
I don't see how it translates.
That's not what I'm. That's he has it because I remember I watched him a couple of times for Mexico, and
He
he's a
got
different
better.
player in Mexico. That's
You know what it is? It's like Champions League and league, right? Just like it's like international league. International is always slower. It's always slower.
That's the problem. That's the problem. And when he plays for the Mexico plays direct ball. They have a fast players. They always get countered because how wide the players are playing.
Yeah.
And he's good at those positions. So I understand because, like I said, I watched him again for when he plays the Championship League, and he was suspicious. I've noticed that he's not reading the play. He's like
he's reacting.
He's reacting to it. Exactly. I noticed that too before.
I want a DM. I'm one of the people who says we need one, but I don't want somebody bad because that just creates another problem, right? When you get somebody who's not good enough, then you have to get somebody else, right? And then you have to sell them, and then it's a whole thing. So if you're not giving me the best of the best, I don't want them.
Can I ask you a question?
Dills, before you go in, let me just ask you that. So if in a situation that you just said that now, if we can't get a good DM, because very good DMs are hard to get, good players are hard to get in January anyway.
Yeah.
Would you understand that we may have to wait until the summer to get good? Yeah, well, it's hard to get good players in January. Yeah, it is. Really, really is. But if you want to wait in the summer,
it's not. No, it's not. It's just.
Yeah,
you know what it is. If you might have to pay a little bit more, right? So let's say
that's what you got to do. That's the thing.
Exactly.
People make out it's hard to sign players in January. No, it's not. You just might have to pay a bit extra.
Let's say you want.
So why would the selling team want to sell their top?
Hold on. What's the? I keep forgetting his name. What's the Wolves guy's name?
Look in history, the number like the January signings that have been insane for the teams they've signed for. Stop this nonsense that we can't sign anyone in January. Yes, you can. You just might have to a little bit extra.
In our current climate, who can we get in January? I.e.,
you can go and sign anyone. Like I said, just go.
We're not talking about anyone. We're not talking about anyone. Here's good enough.
Hang on. Here's a novel concept. Maybe you go and sign someone that's a bit left field who you think actually could turn into something good. Like there's a novel concept. You don't have to go and sign the name,
but based off Scott's
he's saying what he's saying is exactly why I don't agree with we can't get someone in January, right?
Exactly. That's why.
Because picture this. We have Brighton's recruitment team. We know how good they've been in terms of getting very good level players for this.
And we got the scouters.
Exactly.
Right? No, we have both. We have the direct recruitment, and now we have the
chief scout
recruitment guy. We got both of them. So you have a month.
And we still got beat by their team.
With Vivek and all these guys. You have a month, right?
I think it was the occasion.
I'm almost certain the moment, and also the Southampton guy. The good part about it is these guys, they already plan for the next signing once they sign someone else. So once they sign Caicedo this year, they probably planned for who they're going to sign over him next year. Same thing in Southampton. Once they get Lavia, they're probably planning ahead because they did the exact same thing.
I think Potter did the. I think Potter lost to Bournemouth on purpose. That's the only explanation for the score and how we played. He just let them. It's like an open letter. Here's 4-0, 4-1. Let's make a piece.
No, they played this way against everybody. They just missed their chances. Against us, they did not miss. And we helped them. We scored 2 own goals.
Yes, exactly. What I'm saying is go to France, go to Portugal. That's where the best DMs ever created. Go there.
I wish we can get people in January. Don't get it twisted. I want us to get players in January. I just feel the quality of players will be a bit harder for us to get at that time. Players that we want. We could get anyone, but I would love to get.
I think what we're saying that we want especially Daniel, he wants the creme de la creme.
Well, we can't get the creme de la creme.
That's what I'm saying. But to be a proper DM, you don't need
January,
to be.
Scott, you reckon?
No. You can.
I hear what you're saying, Alex. You don't need to be the creme de la creme. But the problem is, with so many problems that we have in our team, we need to raise the level. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't have world-class players. We just don't have a lot of them.
We have like 2.
We don't have leaders as well.
We got about 3. We got 3.
Listen, Kante is on his way out. We know this. He's not gonna sign, right? Thiago Silva is gonna be 40, right? And he's getting worse. It's just
39.
natural.
Stop lying.
Yeah, 39. Same shit.
You want to add numbers to that old man's age already?
All right,
brother,
cool.
man.
It's the same
Still
shit.
young.
39, 40 makes
I
no
was
difference.
I was going to say, at this stage in his career, it really makes no difference.
Tell
whether
that
he's-
to the woman. She'll punch you.
You know what I'm trying to say, Alan? You can't see a woman.
Hold on. And I'm sure the third that you will say is Rich James, who's injury prone, right?
Yeah.
By the way, are we agreed that Rich James is injury prone now?
Yeah,
I've
yes.
always thought he was injury prone. But my point is, we need to raise the floor.
The guy's a
of our team.
bodybuilder.
We need to raise the level. We can't get players that need other players for them to get better and this, because we have players right now that need that. And whether we like it or not, we're not getting rid of every single player that people don't like, right? So my thing is, if we're getting rid of 6 players and some of them are on the bench and blah, 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 I want us to bring in the top of the top, if we can, to replace those players so our level is raised. Jorginho and Kante are leaving. So for those 2 players, I think you have to get world-class players. But even Zakaria, right? Because he's taking a spot, he's leaving. That spot should be taken by, a promising player that these guys have scouted for like a while. That spot should be taken by that guy. It should still be a floor raiser. Don't think because Zakaria hasn't played, blah blah blah. So I'm just get somebody who doesn't really matter just to fill the squad. No, raise the floor. So
that's the problem. That's the problem. I actually think Alvarez will be upgrade to what we have as a defensive mid. I don't think he's going to be a long-term solution, but he's already be upgrade.
I think that's what Daniel's saying. There's almost no point getting a short-term upgrade. You need a long-term upgrade because then in like 2 years you're in the same position. Like you're just.
I think that the long project. I think Rice is coming to Chelsea no matter how we want to split. And
that's fine. But if I'm at the same now with Rice,
what I know that Basingua, stop. Let me finish my sentence. I'm saying if he's coming, that now you have to look for the midfielder that suits that kind of situation. So if we sign somebody that does not look like what we want, it doesn't mean that that's not what we want next year. When we could go for Rice or something. You see what I'm saying?
I agree. I'm saying you can still get the replacements for Jorginho and Kante should come in summertime, and those when fit, those are the 2 guys who start. So, but when I'm talking about a Loftus-Cheek, and because if I replace Zakaria with a player who's really, really, really good, and that player is also better than a Loftus-Cheek, then Loftus-Cheek takes the place of a Zakaria, right? And then you raise the floor. You have somebody else who comes in who plays as much as Loftus-Cheek is playing now and is giving us quality. So I hear people talking about maybe you take that chance on people who I'm hearing talking about Enzo, who has only played like 12 fucking games in the Portuguese league. But maybe that's a chance. That's a risk you have to take for that third player.
Exactly.
Is on a player like that rather than someone like Alvarez, who is a known quantity but is a low quantity in my opinion.
Would you take Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle?
Yes, 100%.
Yes, of course I would. But you would never take Bruno Guimaraes. What are you talking about?
The guy's about to get over 300k a week salary.
Newcastle want Pulisic though.
They are not. They don't
want Pulisic that hard. They don't want Pulisic to give.
I was going to say they've got other options. They've got other options they can get instead of Pulisic. They're after Diaby still. He'll just be the Pulisic.
They
by the way, that Newcastle defensive
Maddison.
That he's a baller.
Yeah. We should have got him.
It's not a defensive mid. Why are you going for Maddison? Do you know the difference between midfielders deals?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Good. Madison is not one of them.
That's the one.
As a matter of fact, we have so many Maddisons at that Chelsea. But we have so many Maddisons.
I'll do a swap deal. I'll do a swap deal for Gallagher and Maddison. That's what I would do.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Really, bro?
That player, yeah.
What, bro? No. But would
Leicester accept that swap deal?
And we will regret it because
yes, they would.
Gallagher will be.
Yes, they would.
Can I just say one thing?
Why would they?
They would accept it, yeah, because of the money. Money talks. Money talks. Listen. We do if we give them 20 million, yeah, plus Gallagher for Maddison, they would do it. They would do it.
That is a fucking guy, bro.
You man wouldn't do it.
Do not get robbed. Do not get robbed in negotiations, my G.
Wait,
can
wait.
you understand how
think-
how the transfer market works, how
listen,
transfers work,
listen.
how like
Gallagher's.
Wait, doesn't Maddison have 1 year left?
Gallagher, you don't think I'm smoking
No.
bridge, yeah? Listen.
Gallagher signed 1 year contract
Maddison-
before he left.
Madison, yeah.
No, Maddison.
No, Madison.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait,
He offers more than
Go on,
Gallagher.
Jules.
He offers more than Gallagher. Madison's a baller that can
No, but
throw
why
out the
would
passes.
None of us are
throw out the
saying
No,
passes.
I actually can say that he's not, and I can defend that.
none
How?
of us
Go on.
are saying, apart from
Go on,
Alex, none of
Alex.
us
Go
are
on,
saying that. We are saying
Go on.
that
No.
they are not accepting that. Madison is their best player, like currently, you'd say.
No,
You'd
that's
say
not what
he's
I'm
their
saying.
best player currently. I'm not
He's-
saying that. I'm saying with this.
What Mad
Why are they
is
going to accept? Why are they going to accept 20 million plus Gallagher, who doesn't start for us? Like, where's the ambition in that? There's no ambition in that.
that's not
Yeah,
that's
but
not
He's
how
English.
you
He plays
20
for
million as
he
well.
is
fam.
not what
What
you
are they
look
gonna-
at. He
what are they
is
gonna
not
do
You know
with
what?
20
suiting.
mil?
Listen.
Look, Gallagher will swap it. I don't think Chelsea will swap it because it's different. Maddison is not face-based player. To get into the teams, the top 4, you have to play fast, and Maddison is not fast player. He needs time on the ball. That's what he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that in offensive
So
team.
You're
Offensive.
telling me Gallagher. You're telling me Gallagher's ready made. Yeah. Is that what you're
No.
saying? Because I don't think he's ready
No,
made.
that's not what I'm saying. If you will let me finish, I'll explain. Gallagher can adapt to the fast-paced game. Maddison not.
Okay.
I think it's less of that and more of the fact that
What the fuck?
Leicester is number one, never going to do that deal, but also it's also a case of I don't think Chelsea will do that deal either. I don't think they would swap for swap. So it's just like a pointless conversation.
I think Gallagher offers more defensively or in the midfield than Maddison.
Defensively.
Defensively,
Listen.
Yes.
Have you
fact.
seen? Have
That's
you
a fucking
seen
fact.
Gallagher play fucking
What?
in the 6th
Bro,
role, bro? He
Gallagher-
can't play that
I
role, man.
guarantee
He
you,
can't
yeah,
play
I
that. He's
Did you see
defensive.
Maddison play in the
But
6th role?
Leaving
No,
the
I have
Maddison,
not. No, I have
Maddison
not.
doesn't-
No, I have not. No, I have not.
What are
But
we
he's
talking
better-
about? Let's get back on. Let's
he's
get back
better
on
than attacking,
signings,
bro.
please.
End the stream, guys. End the stream.
Let's get back to other signings.
Massive
We'll end the
addition.
conversation anyway. Let's move on to something else.
Fucking
Scott, you don't realize he's never listened, right?
That's not people misjudging the style of play that now required to be in the top teams versus what not. That's it.
Okay.
You have to be fast. You have to be physical, and Maddison is nowhere near that. I'm not saying Gallagher is there yet too. Technically, Maddison is better. But
What am I hearing? What am I hearing?
At this current stage, yeah.
Oh,
At this current stage.
Hold
in
on.
this current
Here's
stage,
my-
no,
here's
he's
my
not.
thing.
He's still developing young player.
I see
Yeah.
Maddison similar to how I see Grealish, where they've been players who the game needs to run through them.
Exactly.
Like
He's better than Grealish, though. He's better than Grealish, though.
like I don't think he's better than Grealish. He's not
That's
better than Grealish.
arguable.
Grealish.
I hear you, though.
Grealish.
Now, if he's
Grealish.
able to adapt to playing
That's
without the
arguable,
game
man.
running through him, he can.
That's what
100%
I'm saying.
still
The
play in
nobody
I think it's about
top
the pace
flights.
or because he already plays in the Premier League, so the pace is he's already adapted to that. It's not about that. It's just about can he handle not being the main guy? Because everywhere he's been number one in terms of you know what I mean. Like he's the number one guy. So it's just
That's what I'm saying. It's like Zaha. It's like you know what I'm saying. Like you come from the team and you go into the team that don't care that you are number one in Crystal Palace.
So when people
All
try
of a
to
sudden-
compare Gallagher to Mason Mount, it's not even a comparison. You can't compare Gallagher to Mason Mount.
There's a
They're two
similarity,
different-
but there's, of course
they're-
there's no
They're
comparison.
two different. They're two different. They're two different players. They're two different players.
I don't know.
They're two different
They're
players.
two different.
Yeah.
They have a similarities, but they're not same
Yeah.
players based on
Yeah.
how advanced one is in his career versus the other one.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not saying Maddison is worse than Gallagher. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the stages of the career they at. Maddison cannot be going too much higher than what he is now. Gallagher can always be higher.
hey, Footy Taha, you're right, man. You're right. Right. We do.
It's all mad. Well, the deal would never happen anyway, so it is.
Daniel,
what it is.
not Daniel. What's your freaking name? I forgot your name.
Deals.
Deals, Scott.
Scott. I know what kind of players you like, Scott. I know what kind of players you like, and that's what not I don't like. I don't like step over players.
I don't even
That's
like
it.
step over players. I hear people talking about Maddison can't adapt to the style of the Premier League. He's not physical. He can't play. He needs space.
It's
I hear
no.
people-
That's
I hear,
not what.
like, I
The
hear people saying,
fast-paced
"Oh,
game.
he's
The fast.
been the main man, bro." For Leicester, he's never been the main man until this season. Like, and since Vardy came out of the team, like, what am I hearing? Just
No,
move
who's
on.
been the main creator
I'm
then?
hearing, I'm hearing people say, I'm
Thank
hearing
you,
people
Daniel.
in
I
the
was about
comments-
to ask him that.
Sorry, I'm
First of
saying people
all-
in the comments say Gallagher is better than Maddison. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
We're not saying
No one's
about
saying
that.
that.
No,
I didn't say that.
But if
I didn't
Let me
say
just
that.
tell you
Madison
something.
hasn't
I
been the main
listen,
creator,
I listen,
who-
One at a time,
I
people.
said
Nobody said the
Gallagher-
Gallagher's
I-
better
Guys,
than
everybody's talking.
I see people in the comments saying that.
Oh,
like,
okay.
This fan base and this, we deserve literally just nothing. Like, we deserve mid-table. Like, we deserve mid-table players. That's what we deserve. Like, we're turning up our noses at quality creative players and quality players because of
That is a
nonsense.
mid-table
we
player,
deserve
though.
the shit. We deserve shit. Jesus
Madison
Christ.
is a mid-table player, though.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not,
Is he
I'm,
not? Is he
I'm
not?
I'm not saying I don't want Maddison. I'm
He's
not saying
literally
I don't
mid-table.
misquote me.
Yeah,
He's a
that's the same
mid-table
thing.
team.
I'm not saying I will not like Maddison at Chelsea, but I'm
Don't
saying like
misquote me.
to
But I'm just
get
saying
it.
Gallagher.
Look,
I think
no.
Gallagher's
It's
just a defensive player.
look, it's the same thing. What was Daniel talking about? Is Maddison is the final product that we want in that specific position? No, there's way more better players than him. And if we go for those kind of cream de la cream players, Gallagher is going to be a better suited to get that cream de la cream player versus Maddison, because there's not going to be. Gallagher is okay to come off the bench and is okay to get developed, and he can be developed the right way. But the cream de la cream is Frankie de Jong. It's those kind of players.
They don't even
That's
play in
where
the
you
same
break in your
position.
banks.
They don't even play in the same position.
Who?
Listen,
Two.
listen.
Frankie
You
and
want to
Madison.
get
You're
listen.
talking
If you want to
about
get a,
like
if you
they
want
play
to
in
get
the
a,
same position.
if you want to get a player like
Fucking
10 like that in,
I know.
why would I get? I'm not touching
Fuck,
Madison.
get a
I'm getting
coffee, man.
SMS
Get
or
a
a player
coffee.
like that.
Just get a coffee, honestly.
Would you get SMS or Madison, Scott?
They don't play in the same fucking position.
Oh my God, they don't.
If they came in this team, they'll play in the exact same spot.
Thank you.
I don't know what are we arguing
Big
about.
up, Flawless. My guy.
I thought you're a waste man.
Alex is Chelsea tie. James Bond, you demoted to Jace 007.
I'm so pissed over the group chat yesterday. Here's what it is.
Yes,
Right. So yeah, we've gone through all of that. Thoughts on the game tomorrow, everyone? Who does everyone want to see start? Who does
I'm
everyone
good,
want to
man.
see?
I want to see Chukwuemeka start. I want to see Chukwuemeka start.
Give me
And
that nice
Zakaria.
little Zakaria, Chukwuemeka.
I want to see
Gallagher
Zakaria,
midfield
my
three.
brother. I've been calling for him to start since he came. Start
Listen, if he
Zakaria.
plays good,
Send him
yeah.
back, man.
No, I man them. If he plays good,
Can
Ah,
you-
yeah.
we can't
you-
judge
would you-
him. He ain't even played
We
yet.
can't. He
Aye,
ain't played
would you
for
not
us
start-
yet, bro.
aye, would you not-
Help a
would you
chance,
not
give
start-
him a chance.
Do you
you
think
not-
it's a
the reason why, man.
possibility that the starts means that he has to stay for another half a season, or we can
No, it just means Juve can't send him anywhere else if we send him back. It means he can only play for Juve and Chelsea because you can't play for 3 separate clubs at the same time.
But he never played for Chelsea.
No, registered. You
no,
can't be
oh,
playing
okay,
for
I
3
see what
clubs
you're
at the same time.
If he plays tomorrow, he has to play for us or Juve the rest of the season, and Juve won't play him. So he's basically going to waste the season. Just doing fuck all.
Do what?
So if he
want
plays
him to play.
tomorrow,
Hold on.
if he plays tomorrow, the chances are right. He's getting like, say he stays the whole season, he's getting like 5 games across the whole year, depending on where we finish. So if he stays the whole year, he's basically wasting a season. That's
Wait,
why-
I ain't asked you lot's thoughts yet on Pulisic. What he said to the gaffer.
My God, this guy's
Yo,
jumping.
Hey,
Listen,
Fields, you're
no,
that
We'll
guy.
get to
innit?
that in a sec. We'll get to
Listen,
that in a sec.
Anyway, as I was saying,
listen.
Yes, Fields.
Trust
Yeah,
me.
let Scott finish
Fields,
this
we'll
point,
come
man.
back to that.
My guy.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. All right, go on.
as
Scott.
I
What
was
were you
saying,
saying?
I was just saying, like, that's like, if I just don't see the point of him playing just at all. Like, just terminate the loan in January, and then let him go out on loan like somewhere else. Like, he ain't
You
gonna
never
play.
know, we could play well.
Do you
Like, he might play well,
say,
but the thing,
Scott,
the
do you
thing
say that
is,
because
like,
it's a loan, or do you just say that because it's a loan?
I think because free the money for the somebody we can sign.
it's
maybe.
more like part of me would just feel sorry for him. Like, imagine like he'd just be literally wasting a year of his career to fuck all, because he's not going to play for Juve, especially if Allegri's still going to stay there the whole season. and he's not going to play for us.
Fired. There's no way.
He probably will. It kind of depends when. Like, I think it comes.
What about Kante if Kante goes there?
Fuck knows, bro. I don't fucking know.
I don't think Kante is going there.
Kante going to you.
If he will go, he will go in the summer. He will not go in the January. He'll wait out the season.
But yeah, it kind of depends because like he's obviously not rated that highly. So like it's a case of he'll probably only play like 5 games. So like I just don't.
Came after injury to Chelsea too.
No, he played. I think he's played 11 games for Juve in total, and 9 of those were last season. It's because he got injured in March.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, he got injured in March, came back, played 2 games for Juve this season, and then came on loan to us. So he's already played for Juve.
He didn't even play a lot either. So I see.
No, I'll say this year he's played 11 games. This calendar year he's played 11 games of football. Not including youth games. I don't know about youth games.
Yeah, I think he played some youth games, but
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about youth games, but in terms of actual first team games, he's played 11 games this calendar year.
What about that kid that plays for you from Italy? Is he registered as a B team?
That's the thing. When Daniel was talking about, I think actually I don't know how it works because he's foreign. He hasn't been at the club for a long
You're supposed to register even for B team.
No, but But with the B team, you can always add to it with players that have been here. There's like a thing where it's like you get
if you're under 23,
have been here for a certain amount of time. I think it's like
under 23, you don't have to register for Championship League. Yes,
but even Premier League, you don't need.
No, for Champions League, you do if they haven't been here a certain amount of time. It's
15 to 21.
Like,
if
they have to have been here for. They either have to have been have to train in the country or been in the country at a youth team
at the club
for 4 years.
Between the ages of 15 and 21, they have to be at the club.
But what Daniel was saying before about Cassidy is when he was saying about Zakaria's like replacement, I'd have him in like Zakaria's place in next season because he's obviously showing something, and then you've got someone who, if he develops in the way he's developing at the moment, then you have got someone who can raise the floor and he can maybe take Loftus-Cheek's place. But I'd rather play him tomorrow. Like obviously he probably isn't.
One for Hutchinson though. Is
he gonna? Apparently he can't start. Apparently he can't start either. That you can't play either.
But that's the thing. Like with the Casade, obviously he's not registered, and it sucks. If he was, I'd play him tomorrow instead of Zakaria. Like it's better long term for him to play and for us to actually get minutes from him than it is Zakaria. Because unless you're going to actually play Zakaria on a regular basis, it's just a waste of time. Because you're going to terminate the loan in January anyway. And then he can't play the rest of the year for anyone unless it's Juve.
How do we know? Is there a given that he's terminating this loan in January?
No.
All reports seem to indicate. Obviously, there's nothing guaranteed, but all reports seem to indicate that the loan will be terminated. Because
I don't actually think it's reports. I think it's actually speculation. I don't think.
I might get stick for this, but I think he's the answer to our midfield. I put my hands up and say it here, innit?
By him leaving.
No, by him. No, by playing the guy at the DM.
How you can have those speculations stick if he never played?
I just believe so. I just have that feeling, yo.
You've never seen him play before. This is like
a poking feeling.
I have a feeling. It's a feeling in me.
What's the best position?
It's a feeling, bro.
That feeling is what we call a virus, man. Get that checked out.
Unless it's poking feelings.
I don't know, man. I just feel that the guy just breaking through, just see what he can do, man. He can't be worse than Saul.
Where's his best position?
Can be worse than Saul, though.
He can't be worse than Saul. No,
he can't.
No, Saul, he can't be. No.
Saul,
they won't know until he plays.
There could be little, but maybe they do know in practice. Maybe they do know.
Everyone shits on Saul. Towards the end of the season, especially with the injury, Saul became useful. Like I'm not saying he was good, but he became useful. I'd say he became useful in terms of being able for us to like rotate players, and he became useful in terms of if you needed someone to put in there just to like because you needed someone to fit there. Like we haven't even seen that from Zakaria yet. Obviously, it's early doors, but like he could be worse than Saul. He could be literally just. He could be Bakayoko levels of just garbage. Like, he could. No, the thing is, I'm not saying he is. Hang on, I'm not saying he is. I'm saying he could be. We don't know. None of us know because we have not seen him. In terms of, but in terms of based on what they're seeing in training, he could be that level. Like we don't know. He could be that level of garbage, but he could also be a quality midfielder who would improve us. Like he could be both ends of the spectrum. Like, but he could 100% be worse than Saul. Like, for as bad as what Saul was, like, he had his moments where he was useful. He could be worse. He 100% could be worse.
I just say we can't make that judgment until we see him play. Even if he doesn't play, he can't be worse than someone who played him with dog shit.
Lewis,
Yeah, go on, Jules.
Out of all the Deadwood players that we got, the Deadwood we got right now, in the squad, who are we getting the most money out of?
Depends on who you think is Deadwood. Who do you think is Deadwood, though?
I was going to say, for me, I'd have Deadwood.
Pulisic.
I'd say Havertz. I'd say Havertz.
Deadwood.
But that's the thing.
No, it depends on what you see as Deadwood.
Not everyone thinks that Havertz is Deadwood. Me and Lewis do, and I think we'd get the most money for him just because of age and just because of image.
I think he's Deadwood because he only turns up at certain games. That's my view. That's my view. That's my view.
But again, it depends on who you class as Deadwood first.
Yeah.
Then you decide.
Okay. Pulisic, Ziyech.
Ziyech is Deadwood.
Yeah, but you won't get a lot for Ziyech. I think Pulisic you could get a bit for. Havertz you could get a lot for.
You will get a lot. You get
Jorginho
for Havertz.
Nah, he's got 6 months left. I don't think we sell him now because of it. He just goes on a free. Same with Kante. Yeah, it would probably be Havertz if you're asking me who I think is Deadwood. But it all depends on who you think. If you don't think it's him, it's probably Pulisic.
Yeah.
That's fact. You had something to say about Pulisic before. What was the question? Because you got interrupted.
Yeah, he said something to the gaffer saying, "You're tripping, dog."
Oh, don't tell me you fell for that shit.
Do you believe it?
That shit was fake, bro.
Oh shit, it was fake.
Yeah, Pulisic. I don't think Pulisic is.
No,
Pulisic ain't got the
yeah, no,
the
that was
balls to say
fake,
them
bro.
type of things
That was
there.
fake.
I don't think.
Matt Law said it.
Real.
Matt Law said it though.
No, he didn't. He came out. He literally retweeted it afterwards and said, "No, it just didn't happen. This just didn't happen."
Deals. Look at the account that posted it.
Okay. No, because I read it and I thought it was true. I just came off it and I thought it was true. I'm not really on Twitter like that still.
Sorry, man. Man. I can't believe you fell for that.
No. When I saw it, I'm thinking, this guy.
No. There's no way. There's no way anyone thought that was real. What?
Our team can't even show. They can't show madness on the pitch. They want to show madness behind closed doors in front of the gaffer and tell gaffer you're tripping. Loud.
Part of me, when I first saw it, part of me did believe it. It was right up until the point of when I saw Pice and Matt Law both retweet and say this isn't true. That was the point at which I realised it's not true.
I'm thinking, how can you got the balls to show the new gaffer you're tripping?
But you lost take on Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I think he's Deadwood.
I like I like Ruben. He doesn't. He doesn't carry a massive wage, and he's a squad player.
Listen, I want this guy out of the club still. I think he's bad still.
He's a squad player.
No, he's not a squad player. No,
Ruben's
not
not
a
here
squad
to
player.
start
Bro.
games regularly. He's a squad player.
Not even
He's on a
player.
Okay, Lewis, what is he doing currently?
He's playing centre mid and wing back. He had a good run of games at the start of the season.
Regularly,
Kind of petered off. What?
He's playing regularly.
Yeah, but that's because of Kante's injury issues and Kovacic being in and out. If we had more regular fit midfielders, he wouldn't be starting games.
I'm not gonna lie. I think he's better. I think he's better at right wing back than midfield.
Nope.
I don't like him in midfield.
No, he's bad, man.
He's all right in either position.
I would say the thing would be Ruben, and he's part of a number of players that Dan touched on. I've touched on in the past where once you raise the floor and you get better players in, they'll just be phased out naturally. Like, give it a couple seasons and we get the right players in that raises the floor, he will naturally go. Him and others will just naturally leave because they will get phased out because they are not as good as the players above them. And it's just like anything. Like, so if you get better midfielders, which end up pushing like Kovacic onto the bench, Kovacic then takes the spot of a Gallagher. He then takes the spot of like a Loftus-Cheek, and Loftus-Cheek suddenly takes the Zakaria spot, and all of a sudden he's being phased out. And it's like a cycle like that where once you get better players in, he'll be phased out. Right now, he's doing well, bar the last game, which was garbage. But long term, he's never going to be good enough, and he will eventually be phased out. But that's just, you could genuinely put about 7 names probably in like that core group of players, like that. Of like, once you get better players in, they'll just naturally be phased out. They'll naturally go because like there'll be better players ahead of them, and they just won't get the game time.
Hopefully
What's
by
your
that
thoughts?
time,
What's your thoughts
I
on-
will have homegrown players to replace the homegrown contingent like Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah, and this is the
That's
thing
the
with
problem.
Ruben. All he wants to do is just be at Chelsea. He doesn't ask for a massive wage. I think he's only playing regularly because of the injury issues in the rest of the squad. I just think he's a squad player, and it's valuable
he's
to have
happy.
those sorts of players in the
Yeah,
side.
but
So,
Lewis,
I'm
I'd
happy
say
with Ruben staying here.
the problem is
I
he's
feel
now
like
like
he makes more than like a majority of players in this team. He makes 150 a week.
I swear, what? Does he make that much?
Yes,
There you go.
130 or 150.
I swear he was
Jorginho
on-
doesn't even make 130.
I swear he was on under 100k. What?
Under 100? No, he's not.
Bro, he earns 100. Ah, okay. Well, I've just
Oh,
done a complete 180. Ah, I thought he was on under 100. Right, so he's on ridiculous wages then for someone of that quality. Fucking hell.
Come on, man.
I thought he was on less than that. Ah. Okay. Yeah. You know what? You know
got
what?
that deal right before the injury.
Yeah. Oh, so he chode his ass.
Guys, you see,
Okay.
you
I
see about
take
this
back
wage bill.
everything I just said.
No,
You know
but you see
what?
about this
He
wage
might have
bill
to be
thing,
another
yeah?
one that we need to get
No,
rid of.
No, but
Might
you see on this wage bill thing, yeah? Because
Fucking
we're a
hell.
Champions League side, we're a top 4 side. Ain't our wage bill going to be high anyway by default? Is that
but there's ways you
No. It's a stupid negotiation, for being honest.
Do you not reckon? Listen, you see
When
with
you
Sterling,
have players like Loftus-Cheek and
Sterling,
150, that's the
you see
problem.
with Sterling, yeah.
150.
You see with Sterling's
Crazy.
performances, yeah. You see
Yeah.
with the performances recently, yeah. Do you think it's blame on the midfield because of his performances, or do you think it's him? Personally?
You could say it's coming into a new system, but you could also blame himself too. Because like he's not beating players as often as he should be doing. In the box, his touch has got a lot worse. I do still see moments of brilliance from him, but he's meant to be the main man. He's on 300k a week. We do need to see a bit more from Sterling. But I also think with Sterling himself, he's not the main man. He's not someone you build a team around. He's part of a team surrounded by better players, and then you get the best out of him as a result.
And that's been the crack.
That's the problem. We are relying on Sterling for a lot more than he should be relied on, but he's also kind of asked for that too. So it's a bit of both.
I don't see him making the World Cup if he continues his form.
No, he'll make the World Cup.
He'll make the World Cup.
Better in the World Cup.
There's no one better than him in the position. Trust me.
Goes instead of him.
He should have won England Player of the Year over Saka. I got no reason why Saka won that. That made no sense.
Considering the Euros.
Yeah, but that's stupid. That's just gestures for the sake of gestures. Saka didn't do nothing to deserve it.
I was going to say, if that's the case, give it to Rashford then as well. Give it to who else?
Yeah, let them have a joint award.
Let's have it as a trio or something.
Rashford, Sancho, and Saka.
Yeah, Nims, bro. Imagine a prime Hazard with Sterling on the right-hand side and a competent forward, bro. That front three is fucking liquid. But we're trying to treat Sterling like Hazard, and Sterling isn't Hazard.
No.
But again, that's also on Sterling because he wanted to be the main man.
We're trying to do this with everyone. We're trying to do this with every player we've got, trying to treat him like Hazard. Like that type of player just is so few.
Did you not see that Brighton have slapped on 85 million on Caicedo apparently, but I don't believe it. Do you reckon he's worth that?
Because considering he's a young, full international, or probably will be very soon if he's not already, who basically starts most games for them now and is crucial to how they play. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, literally not surprised.
Yeah, that's their valuation, isn't it? What I was going to ask,
listen, they're drunk, but either way, I think
couch.
Those guys are drunk, man. I think since we have these guys have almost 2 months. They're coming in this week. We're getting announcements this week, probably. All these guys in the recruitment board that have 2 months to find a fucking center mid. You can find somebody, please. Come on. You don't have to find. It doesn't have to be a 50 million. You can find somebody that is a developing player for 25. For what? I don't know, but you can find.
I'm just happy we got people in place now in it, as opposed to the summer when we had no one but Todd Bowley. I'm just happy there's people there in it that know what to do in terms of recruitment. So yeah, just get it done in it, and just get it done. Bring in whoever. But I was gonna ask though, just a quick question: do you class Eden Hazard as generational? Is he generational?
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
100%.
The guy came into the Premier League in his first season and got 38 GNA in all competitions. Meanwhile,
you can even go before that. Like this guy literally
we have generational ballers who can't do half of that.
I was going to say he started on a top level and literally just increased. Like he just
ascended.
got
and he carried our team at one stage. He carried us our team at one stage.
Literally in his prime.
Let's be
More
honest.
than one stage.
Let's be honest.
Meanwhile, we now have generational players who are saying we need to build.
It was one stage though. One time. The Surrey era.
No, but even the Kante era, like
Even
when
that
there
era,
was
bro.
players like
You think
Diego
so?
Costa. There was players like Diego
Nah,
Costa.
he didn't
around
carry us for those titles.
Carry? Him and Costa.
Not carry
Him and
us, but I
Costa.
mean he was our best player.
Him and Costa.
The first one he was the best player, but
the second era of Conte, yeah, the first one, the
Mourinho one, I think he was probably the best player, but Fabregas was also crazy. Costa was disgusting. He was scoring.
They were, but they petered off towards the second half of the season.
Everybody did though.
Hazard didn't.
He did too.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. They all did.
Nah, if anything, Hazard was the only one who was carrying us. Yeah, we're playing defensive. Yeah,
you remember the Champions League as well, right?
Yeah. No. The PSG game, I kind of look more on Jose for that one because 10-man PSG.
That's how the whole
them
team
run
was
rings
playing.
around us.
That's how the whole team was playing back then because he just wanted to win. But point being, second one, Kante was arguably the best player. Well, he won it.
You could make an argument between him and Kante for the second one.
So
I do think Hazard edges it, but you can make
bit,
a debate.
You know, we can't say he carried us for the titles, but
no, not the titles. I was saying more
down moment on the Sarri
season. Those
I'll
sorts
say,
of
but it's only really Sarri.
You see Victor Moses, yeah. How did he work so great under Conte?
He had one game
season?
a week. One game a week.
You reckon?
Yep. As soon as we had 2 games a week, he looked very average. Very average. Could barely beat the first man with a cross.
But it was the first game of the second season against Burnley at home when we drew.
Also, it's just about finding finding the attributes that work in a player. Like he was quick and could put in a decent
again,
ball.
how you
and good work rate. Could
and
get
a good work
up and down very quickly and could do that for a full 90.
So like,
plus we didn't have to rotate. So it just worked perfectly. But the second season, we also didn't get better depth. Our only other option was Zappa Costa, who was way worse than Victor Moses was. Even when Moses was frustrating as fuck. But it is what it is. I'd say those 2 seasons where it felt like much more of a Hazard carry job. But I would say Kante also comes into that as well, especially with the players you put Kante next to in 17-18. He was just surrounded by dog shit. And he managed to still win Player of the Year, which is fucking ridiculous. But yeah, I guess that's the end of that. Anyone got anything else they want to bring up, or we all good?
Oh yeah. Do you think that Potter will carry on with the wing back situation? Yes or no?
I hope he does.
It depends on who's there.
Part of me hopes he does because I want this fan base to suffer, and I want him to. It's not even just that, to be fair. Like part of me does want this fan base to suffer because they deserve it, but also part of me wants him to stick with what he wants to do going forward, because then we can see the players that aren't good enough, and then they shouldn't be here. Like if this is the sport, like what he wants to do going forward, cool. Yeah. Then the players either need to adapt or fuck off, because like realistically or hopefully he's going to be here long term. Like that's the plan.
The players that we just signed are now struggling under him.
Hey, that's fine. Then
the players that have been here, but it's like, can we get rid of a Cucurella if he can't? Because he's not gonna. He seems like he doesn't want to play him as a left wing back. So should we get rid of him if he's still?
No.
You know what I mean? That's the only thing. It's just too much money we spend on these guys.
Daniel, he's only playing Cucurella at centre back because of the injuries we have. Look at the injuries we have right now.
Yeah, but he was starting
Fofana, Reece James
over Koulibaly too.
But I don't think we'll be.
Koulibaly was fit. He was starting him over.
Yeah, but I don't think we'll be playing. I don't think we'll be playing this way if Reece James comes back. And Fofana.
A lot better.
And
also Supreme. Yes, I do, because I want short-term pain for long-term gain. I want this club to suffer in the short term, because in the long term it can actually lead to something. I don't want this chopping and changing bullshit of like, oh, as soon as we go through a little bit of struggle as a fan base, we cry and like into our pillows and shit.
Or could also make things worse.
It could do, but hey, I want this fan base to get to a point, and I want this club to get to a point where we have to go through a process. We have to go through this idea of short-term pain, and it has to be a season where a few seasons where we go through an Arsenal where we finish like eighth a couple of times. We finished eighth.
Here, Scott. Here, mate.
Gets to fifth, but then in the long term, look what Arsenal are doing now in the long term because they stuck with the project and they stuck with improving.
No,
like,
I don't want to be like Arsenal.
What are they doing?
Bun that.
Bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where are you getting an idea that
you say you don't want to be like Arsenal? The only thing Arsenal are missing is a couple of extra players because they're like the way they spend is not as good as the way we spend. But like at the end of the day, they're second or first now. They're probably going to finish top two. Like in my opinion, they're going to finish top two. And like they're at the very least, they are going through some positivity right now, and they're going through like an improvement.
That's rumors about what's his name is already now. All of a sudden, Arteta is on the list for some other managers. There's players that potentially going to leave for the other teams.
Cool.
Not getting it, man.
We'll wait until they do. But at the end of the day, we're seeing improvement on them. We're seeing that they are getting better, and they can only improve going forward if they keep the players they've got.
Actually, I can see the downgrade. I can actually see them.
No.
I actually opposite. I see them going down as
they're playing better as a whole, right? They're playing better as a whole, but Arsenal has to prove it to me because I've seen them do this several times, and then once they lose a couple of games, it's over. It's like so they might do it. If they do it, I think they might, but they have to prove it. Because I genuinely think they're going to be battling for top 4 again. Once a couple
again
of
this year.
Even now, the last couple of games, not the 5-0 win, not that one, but before that, you can see the pace is not the same. I'll wait until February.
I think injuries is going to be their biggest thing, right? That's their biggest thing is that if they have a good starting lineup, they have a very bad squad.
That's fair.
I understand that.
So they have to prove it to me that they can get through this moment with that squad because I don't know, man.
No, but they
all the people that seem to want to like who are questioning Potter or questioning where we're going forward. Say he gets sacked. Who's the next guy? Is it Enrique? Cool. What happens in like 2 seasons when he's sacked? Is it Simeone? Cool. What happens when in 2 years because he's not a long-term manager? You can
go back and recycle the manager we sacked 2 years ago. We'll go back and re-sign Tuchel.
Oh, so cool. We go back to Sorry when in 5 years he's got enough experience and he comes back in, and we already see that it takes a year for him to kind of implement his system. So we have to wait 2 years and then we sack him. And like, what's the end goal with this? We just fucking carousel where it's this manager and that manager. And
the end goal is if in 2 years we have a squad that's able to compete, I'm happy, regardless of if I think Potter is the guy or not. Because if he's not the guy, then the guy can come in. The squad is already there. But we cannot spend this like we haven't had a squad able to compete for a Premier League title in 7 years. Genuinely, like it's not like we fucked up or some injuries forced this or we were challenging, but then no, like we really haven't had a squad for it in a long time.
And we've had little cup competition wins to mask the fact that we haven't done it.
So Scott,
feel that,
Scott, I'll ask you a question. Yeah, do you think we can beat Arsenal on Sunday? Yes or no?
No.
Yeah, we can.
I believe no.
Yes, we can.
We can if we
Let's go.
Bro, he needs the service. He needs the service for him to score goals. If he ain't getting those service, that's just as good as the name. And bro, it's a tricky one. We need to match the energy of the occasion.
Can we?
Don't worry, bro. Man's turning up. He's hitting the dagger on Arteta's Lego head.
Okay, let me go back to the question. Can we? Can we? Yes. Will we? I don't think no, because these players we've seen. When it comes to stepping up, these players are pussies and more often than not are against adversity.
Or going to go down.
Number two, look at look how we performed against Arsenal recently when we've had to perform, when it's a rival and all that nonsense. These guys are pussies. I don't have any confidence in this club, in these players.
When Arsenal,
I think Arsenal
I refuse to go into this game shook.
I'll be honest. Hold on.
Yes, Lewis, bro. Yes.
I'll be negative for any other game except Arsenal.
Lewis, the problem is I genuinely think Arsenal comes to us and scores 3. right? I know our fan base, they mainly come and think, oh, it's about, are we going to score? Are we going to do this? But Arsenal is going to come in. You know Saka's scoring, man. We all know this. You know what I mean? Like,
I understand, Daniel. I understand your logic behind this, but Alba's hitting a hat trick on their head, bro.
Man, listen, man. Listen.
I can predict their 3 goal scorers. Their 3 goal scorers are going to be Xhaka because he always fucking scores against us. It's going to be Saka.
I'm not doing this negative bullshit so they can go into this game gas.
Listen. We can talk about this. We can talk about this when you
against
next
Arsenal.
Lewis.
Dirty little shadow dwellers. They will never see me shook at their club. Never. I don't care if we get smacked or anything. I'm not going into the game with that energy. I can't.
Listen, man. It's just Lewis. It's just us, bro. It's just Chelsea fans here, man. You can be honest with us.
Can't do it, bruv, because I'm still on camera. Fuck all that.
Listen. I'm still telling you these guys are going to battle for top 4. So I'm not praising them. But I do think
can't be bothered for this game,
we're getting cooked, man. To be honest.
I can't be bothered for this fucking game.
Yeah, I think we're getting cooked.
Like I said,
we're still winning 2-0. We're still winning.
Hey, prepare for it. Let it happen, and then just enjoy the rest of your weekend. Who gives a fuck?
We need a reaction from Brighton, innit?
We give a fuck. Big up Charlie James saying best front 3, Willian, Werner, Batshuayi. You really want to see us suffer. Citrus the King Horse says we suffered enough with the sanctions, bro.
Nope.
But we didn't get too fucked.
We lost to City twice before the sanctions came.
We're already out of the title race by then. Everyone was just shook because they thought we were going to go bankrupt. But I kept saying Boris would never allow us to go bankrupt. They'd lose too much money that they would be trying to make off the club. So we were going to be fine anyway. We've just been suffering in general.
Boys, have a meeting.
Yeah, big up, Daniel. Take care. Goyam says game packed and Lewis will have a gal on the next day. I probably will do, but we're winning 2-0. I'm not speaking any negative energy into this Arsenal game because fuck that. I refuse to let them see us down like that. But yeah, we're going to wrap up the stream anyway. Big up everybody that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. Everyone in the comments section, stay positive, at least until Sunday. Please stay positive.
Big up, Lewis.
And then if we get battered, fuck it. But big up yourself, Deals. Have a happy birthday, my guy. Subscribe. If there's any news, we'll be back tomorrow. If not, we'll be back on Thursday.
Big up, Deals. Happy birthday, my bro. Big up, Alex. Big up.
Like and subscribe.
Big up, Scott. Big up, Lewis. We're out.
Big up, Scott.